Much for being here. The left is speaking out against the rash of anti-Semitic attacks in New York. Of their own party to account for anti-Semitism. When Congressman Omar was flying off about Jewish money, reviving those old tropes, where were these voices then?
Raymond, if you could give me 25 seconds, I'll give you 5 fair and balanced facts. 1, there's been a rise in anti-Semitic violence this year during the Trump administration. There's a rise in anti-Semitic violence in New York, Trump's home state. The night before Charlottesville, the night before Charlottesville, white nationalists chanted hateful Jewish comments. 72% of Jews vote Democrat in 2016. We're the party that have a Jewish candidate for Vice President, Joe Lieberman, and 2 Jewish candidates running for president. You will not find a Jew running for president in the Republican Party.
Well, Leo, don't grandstand. Let me get in here because I got to get Candace time.
5 undisputed facts.
You're conveniently omitting that the man running much of our foreign policy, President Trump's Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, is a Jew. Yeah. And if you've been to any of the Hanukkah celebrations that I've witnessed, you'd sing a different tale. Candace, your reaction.
Yeah, that's so ridiculous. I'm not even going to actually offer a rebuttal. I mean, it's just, I can no longer pretend that Leo Terrell is being seriously makes comments as if Donald Trump is inspiring anti-Semitism. But to answer your question, we are seeing a rise in these attacks. And to answer your question seriously, it's a really big issue. And you are correct to say that we have not seen the left condemn this anti-Semitism on their side when it came from Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib or Omar Ilhan. That aside, though, this issue has gotten to a point where we can't even make this partisan. There is a man in the hospital that may never wake up again who was stabbed through his skull and through his neck, right?
72% of all Jews vote Democrats, Candace.
And speak about how we're actually going to solve this issue. We know they know that they have a president that is in the office, that they know that they have a president that is in the office that is standing by their side. They know how much he has done moving the embassy to Jerusalem, recognizing Golden Heights. There is so much that can't be done.
Then why do the majority of Jews vote Democrat,
I've been working with the Simon Wiesenthal. Leo, I'm not here to debate with you. This is a serious issue. Let's not make this partisan. This is a serious issue. You're being angry and you're being radical, but this is serious now. It's not about Democrat and Republican. I'm actually coming to the middle to say this is an important issue. I've been speaking to the Simon Wiesenthal Center. I've been speaking to businessmen Nelson Peltz and talking about what we can do to lock arms to make sure that we repair the issues between the Black American community and Jewish Americans. I am not promoting myself, Leo. I'm just not debating with you because there are lives on the line and you're being extremely childish. Extremely childish.
Let me get in here.
The majority of Jews, the majority of Jews, name call.
It doesn't matter. We're not talking about Democrat or Republican.
Leo, we cannot hear what you all are saying. We cannot hear what you're saying because you're screaming at each other. Please, okay? The fact is,
don't cut him off. He cuts me off all the time.
Okay, don't cut me off, guys. The fact is, Al Sharpton and Hakeem Jeffries have a double standard here when it comes to members of their own party and then anti-Semitism they're seeing in their own community. Let's move on. CNN is known for its Trump bashing, but one contributor took it to the next level. Here's what he said is really motivating Trump voters in 2020 and motivated them in 2016.
The white supremacy in the United States and Europe has turned into a death march. What we saw from 2016 with the election of Trump, every study has shown that the predominant factor for Trump voters was not economic anxiety, but racial anxiety, which was exploited by Trump. So what we'll see in 2020 is the mainstreaming and further popularization of white supremacist conspiracy theories by the Republican Party.
30 seconds to respond. Candace Owens, are you attempting to mainstream white supremacist conspiracy theories? Is that what this campaign's about?
Actually, what they're doing right now, what the left is doing, is already working on their conspiracy theory when Trump wins in a landslide in 2020. They know they have nothing to beat him. They're holding on to impeachment articles that they're never going to send to the Senate. The economy is up. America is doing well. And more and more people are turning to Donald J. Trump for a solution. So what they're working on right now is what's the excuse going to be since we can't use Russia collusion again?
Leo, 10 seconds. Don't you decry that. I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it?
10 seconds. 10 seconds. White supremacists are comfortable with Trump. That's why they endorse him. That's why they like him. He provides them cover. And Trump will not win in a landslide. Please save this tape so Candace can apologize.
Leo, you're a joke. I'm so sorry to tell you that. You take nothing seriously.
She's always name calling.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. We're going to leave it there. I'm going to let you all debate it off air. Thank you both, Candace and Leo. Up next, comedian Joe Piscopo breaks down the biggest New Year's Eve fails and looks behind Hollywood's New Year's resolutions. We'll be back in a moment. Stay there.